everybody, and welcome to Candid Coach Conversations. I'm Kimberly Boyd, founder of Live Life Fully, and today I want to welcome a very good friend of mine, LaStacie Alexander. Hey, LaStacie, I'm so glad you're here.
Hey, Kimberly, how are you?
Doing good, living life, loving it.
So I'm LaStacie Alexander-Johnson. I'm a LPC associate as well as a certified LO Fully life coach.
Yes, and we are so glad you are part of the coaching family.
Oh man, this is a wonderful community to be a part of.
Well, so I'm curious if you would share what led you to the decision to become a Live Life Fully coach. How'd you get there?
Man, I believe one of the biggest breakthroughs for me was really seeing how it impacted myself and kind of having conversations with fellow coaches before I came on to see how it was so much about momentum, pushing you forward, not sometimes dealing with the mess of fast life. And it was just like, here we are today. How do we get to where you want to go? And what steps are we going to actively put in place today?
Yeah, I love that. One of my coaches, she talks about when life's all over you. Like, get that.
Yes.
So you said the word momentum. And
Mhm.
when I think about the word momentum coming from you, for whatever reason, this picture of you on a motorcycle pops up.
Yes, that is my happy place. I absolutely love everything about riding on my Harley down the highway, zipping between traffic. And really, as a life coach, that's what I love because it's about how do we put pedal to the metal and how do we zip through, avoid obstacles, barriers, anything that comes in our way in order to help us get into the destination that we want to come.
Gosh, that is amazing. The fact that you can take a motorcycle and come up with all that. Because me, on the other hand, I think about me getting on a motorcycle and I'm terrified. And I'm like frozen still. I would just stand there.
You know what? When I'm on my bike, my brain is silent. I think that that's one of the few besides sleep, but we're always thinking about something. But when I'm on my bike, it's silence for me. I hear the hum on my bike and I'm able to just focus on the road. I kind of just zone out a little bit. And so it becomes a safe space for me, actually.
That is amazing. And I am trying to wrap my head around that. And I will. I will wrap my head around it at some point. I don't know.
Let me take you for a ride.
Oh my word. I don't know about
We'll go slow.
my heart is beating faster thinking about it. And then I think, okay, I'm supposed to be living life fully and pause.
Yeah.
Gosh. Okay. So if you are on your bike cruising down the road, you can't hear anything, just the hum of the bike. Your mind is more quiet.
Hmm.
When you finish a ride, or actually, let's go back to your first ride. When was your first solo ride? Because I have no.
My first solo ride actually occurred 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 years ago, April of 2024.
Wow.
I purchased my bike, uh, 2020 February of that year, and my first ride by myself. I went to Louisiana to go visit family, and it took me, like, 5 hours to get there because I kept stalling out the whole way. I think I dropped my bike halfway down the road. I was afraid to get out of my neighborhood. Like, that was the first time I got out of the neighborhood. And I was like going 75 miles down the freeway. And a friend of mine was riding with me and left me and would not stop until I caught them. And that's the first time that I broke 100 on the highway because he definitely would not stop until I caught up to him. So I had to finally kind of get that out of my system. And then it's been full throttle ever since.
Okay. So many things have popped up, and I was trying to take some notes here. Okay. So you tell me, let me take you for a ride. We'll go slow. And now I know that your motorcycle mentor left you, hauled butt and left you. And you had never been out of your neighborhood before. So the first time out of your neighborhood, you end up going over 100 miles an hour. My first ride will be with someone else. No offense.
Do that to you. My children actually ride with me and they love it. So I don't drive that fast when I'm with them. But when I'm by myself, It's a whole different experience. So I'm safe with other people.
Okay, okay, good, good, good. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Okay, so that first ride,
Mhm.
here your friend is. Wait, are you still friends with that person even though they left you high and dry?
You know,
Okay.
I appreciate the lessons that I was able to learn from that friend. Yeah.
Okay, you just took some of the thoughts out of my head because I want to know. You hear the roar or the not roar, I don't know, of
Yeah.
the motor. I have never been on a motorcycle. Let's be clear. I've
Okay.
never even sat on one. My stepdad had a motorcycle and I never even sat on his. So there's that. And I adored my stepdad and trusted him wholeheartedly and still never even sat on it in park. Okay, so with that,
Mhm.
you can hear the motorcycle, your mind gets quiet. What is something you learned about yourself on that first trip, that solo trip, but on the bike alone, heading to Louisiana?
I am the queen of do it afraid.
That
I
and
am the queen of do it afraid. I just like, I can do it. I know I'm afraid, but I can do it. I can do it. Do it anyway. So, yes, that is one of the biggest lessons that I've had since riding or starting to ride. I've seen how I've stepped out of my comfort zone so much. I'm now posting videos of me riding my motorcycle. Like, I'm like editing videos and like catching different things. So it's like, I was terrified of social media beforehand. Like I barely posted my kids online. And now I'm out here like posting rides like it's nothing. So doing it afraid, queen of do it afraid.
do you have that written down, Queen of Do It Afraid? Like, I think you need a shirt.
Okay.
I am Queen of Do It Afraid.
I'm gonna write that down right now.
Yeah, I definitely think you need a shirt. Okay, so you learned that first ride, you're the queen of do it afraid. And so now when you ride, because 2 years in, I'm assuming it's easier, you're not as afraid. And I am curious, are you still learning things about yourself on each ride?
Absolutely. Every ride is a new ride. There is nothing, no ride is the same. Right before getting certified as a LFLE coach, I actually did my longest ride ever. I rode 36 hours from Texas to California. Four bikes left Texas, two bikes made it to California. So me and a fellow female rider were the only two, the two male riders that we were with both broke down. So we had to take the whole trip from Phoenix into LA completely by ourselves. And so no ride is the same. And that's amazing. Like I think that's the beauty of it. I often said I will never go that direction ever again. I think I did my one. And I say that now until the next time that comes, I probably will stop and sleep halfway through. I did not sleep the whole 36 hours. So we
Wait,
just rode.
my gosh.
Yeah. So we broke down in El Paso. One bike broke down in El Paso. We stayed there for about 8 hours trying to get that bike fixed. Of course, your adrenaline is pumping, so you're not sleeping. And so then we kept riding. We got back on the road. We started going. The other broke down right outside of Phoenix. And when that bike broke down on the side of Phoenix, where it was like dark and we were stuck on the side of the road, I remember falling asleep on the side of the road on my bike because I was just so tired, and I got scared because a man drove up to give us water on the side of the desert. And, like, he startled me, and then I didn't fall asleep after that anymore. And then, um, our friend was like, "Y'all, it's safer for y'all to keep going. Just go." And so me and my friend, we got on the bikes, and we took it all the way in the rest of the way. Yeah. No trip is the same, and it's magical. Like, I got hit by a tumbleweed. Have you ever been hit by a tumbleweed?
No, and not like my body, but our car, tumbleweed did come really across. My husband thought it was an animal, like, darting out in the road. Anyway, it was really funny. It was a
Yeah,
humongous tumbleweed. Yeah.
yeah, I got hit by a tumbleweed. Like, I was riding down the desert and got hit by a tumbleweed. Like, how many people get to say that that happens to them? Like,
Right.
it's amazing.
Not many. That's funny. That's funny. So, okay, so I will say this though, thinking about you being up for 36 hours solid as a certified brain health coach, I want to get on to you about that. That is not good for your brain.
It was not. It was not. And that's why I said I don't think I will go that way again, at least not in the same capacity. It was life was lifing,
Yes.
right? And kind of put some barriers, some obstacles in the way. Now, coming back, we did stop coming back. We
Good.
went to sleep for a few hours when we were coming back. So it wasn't just straight through. But going, I think it was just the adrenaline. We were just trying to get there. We were so excited about getting there. And that's sometimes the best part, right? Like getting to the destination.
Yeah. That's amazing. Okay. Well, I love that you learn about yourself on each ride. So the first ride, you realize you're the queen of, and the most recent ride, what did you learn about yourself?
Oh my goodness. I just took a ride 2 weeks ago. I was completely solo. I went back to Louisiana and I learned that I've been grieving and never had a chance to express it. And that ride allowed me to express my grief.
That's huge.
Yeah. So I rode and I met with, I lost a cousin about 2 years ago due to cancer. And there's only three of us in this age group. There's like upper level of cousins, like first cousins, and then there's this younger from all the second marriages, and then there was just us in the middle. And so I was the only female, and then I had two male cousins, and one of the cousins passed away 2 years ago. And I've missed him. And I miss my other cousin because life has happened and we've gone all of our separate ways. And so riding home, I found my cousin was calling me nonstop. Hey, where you at? You okay? Are you safe? Are you good? You're by yourself. Do you need to talk to you? I'm like, I'm good. I'm fine. But I miss that connection, I miss the protection of family in that way. And so we got together when we got home and we went to the graveyard. I actually posted the video, and we just sat and we all talked and we just laughed, enjoyed, and were able to just say, like, I'm angry that I missed this opportunity when you were alive, but I'm so excited and happy that even in your death, you bring us back together. And so I was able to really just express that grief and realize that I had been holding that in and never said it out loud. And if you can name it, you can heal it. So I'm so happy that I had that moment to heal.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. And I really appreciate you sharing that. The story and the fact that you were struggling with grief, maybe not
Yeah,
even realizing it. And I
not
love what
even realize.
you can name it, you can heal it. That's beautiful. Yeah. So when's your next ride?
My next long ride is actually in April, the end of April. I will be going to Virginia.
How long is that?
I believe it's like right at 18 hours.
Or are you going to stop and sleep on the way or just ride for 18 hours?
We're the way it's planned now is that we're gonna see how our bodies feel. We're gonna stop at a rest stop is like the plan, but I don't think we're gonna like stop and sleep at like a hotel or anything like that. So
Okay.
we'll
I
you
love
pick your
that.
feet up on your bike and you just kind of take a quick cat nap or you go inside to like a rest area, like a trucker stop where they might have areas where you could sit down and you go catch a power nap and then you get back on the bike.
That's great. And I love that you said y'all are going to listen to your bodies. That's so important.
Mhm.
So is that something you're learning also along the way on these rides is to be more mindful to listen to your body?
Yes, I can definitely say there's times when I'm very intentional in saying, "You know what? I don't feel like riding today." I might have an event and I might have to say, "As much as I wanna go, I'm gonna choose not to because something in my body's not feeling right." And I
Mm,
feel like when I get on my bike and I'm timid or I'm worried or I'm anxious, my rides aren't as good. So, definitely learning to listen to me and listen to what my body is telling me. It might mean that it takes me a little longer to get there. That's fine. It might mean that I have to ride a little slower. That's fine too. It might mean that, I ride on the feeder instead of trying to ride between lanes. Like, it just depends. Like, so definitely listening to my body has definitely increased since riding.
yeah, I love that. Like being able to trust your intuition. It's like you have this internal knowing of when things are off.
Yeah.
And so, would you say, because I have no idea for you, would you say that that has been like led over or bled over into your day to day life that you're learning to trust your intuition even more?
Most definitely. Like, I'm starting to see, like, even being able to talk to, our clients with LF, I'm able to not only say it because it's the right thing to say, but I can say it because I'm doing it. I'm living every day. And that's such a great space to be because I'm not telling you from or I'm not having conversations on textbook experience, which is what I love about LL Fully. Like, even though we have this amazing curriculum, I'm also able to give you life and I'm speak life into you and really hone in on what we're really truly feeling in that moment. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm so glad you brought that up because it is so true I mean, I can share things and it doesn't mean that it's going to necessarily work or fit for that person, which they have the opportunity to disregard everything. But I can share what I've noticed about myself or what I've learned throughout my journey, and share that and be able to talk from my heart and not what some research from 200 years ago said.
And I think that is such the place that drew me in because I'm such a personable person. Like, I love to just, I want to talk. Like, let's just talk because there's so much healing in just talking, not having to go down the rabbit hole, but just talking. Get your experience out there. And this LL Fully has definitely allowed me to not only heal myself, but to help others find that healing as well.
Right. Yeah. I too like to talk. Imagine that. And I love how processing out loud sometimes will, even when I'm on a coaching call with a client, them processing out loud and it triggers something in me. I mean, earlier I had another call today and talking about, what's holding you back. And I was like, I can apply that question that I just said to the client. Like, I can apply that to myself and identify and continue to grow. So, yes, clients are growing. And I love the fact that I think most coaches are able to grow alongside their clients in their own
Absolutely.
direction with their own life. And I love it.
Absolutely. And that's to working with a client earlier today as well. I gave her a scale question. We're trying to get her distress down. And I asked her from when we started to now, where your distress. She said, I went from a 10 to a 6. I said, that's amazing. What would it take to take that 6 and turn it to a 5? She said, there's some things that I have to disclose. I said,
Mm,
amazing. What would that conversation look like? And she stated the conversation. I counted the words in the conversation. I said, there's 7 words stopping you from moving from a 6 to a 5.
wow.
Could you imagine? 7 words. The whole conversation was 7 words, less than 30 seconds. What would you do with 7 words in 30 seconds if it meant that your distress level gets to cut by half?
Exactly.
It's
Yes.
amazing.
So good. My gosh. Wow. Yeah. So good.
I was so stuck on it. 7 words. Like, I repeated it probably like 10 times. I was like, "7 words is keeping you?"
Right.
And she was like, "I never thought about it like that."
Which is 7 words, keeping her distress level at a 6 rather than a 5. And so that means if I flip that, it's 7 words that are preventing her from more personal freedom and the opportunity to live life more fully. 7
Yeah,
words.
7 words.
Dang. I bet
It
she's going to have a conversation soon.
it's her homework. Her
Awesome.
homework. Yes.
So good. Gosh. Well, talking about freedom and momentum, because it sounds like with your motorcycle riding, like you have gained tremendous momentum in your personal life and in your professional life. So, with your knowing, what are 2 takeaways you would want listeners to walk away with today from this call?
Man, from this call to knowing everything that you want is already within you.
Yes, it is.
Would be the first. And 2, we say it often, our body does not know the difference between being afraid and being excited. We get to tell it. So whatever's going on, just be excited about what the possibilities are.
So good. I love it. Oh my gosh. I want to thank you for being here today, LaStacie. I truly enjoyed the conversation.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes. And I hope to talk to you again real soon.
Yes, I will be here anytime you need me.
Awesome. Thank you. And for everybody, thank you for tuning in to Candid Coach Conversations. We at Live Life Fully are all wishing you a fantastic day. Bye.